Morning students, exercise 8B is completed. So now we will start exercise 8C. In that first sum is a stationer buys pens at 5 for ₹28. It means cost price of 5 pens is equal to ₹28. Because the stationer buys that pen, CP of 5 pen is equal to ₹28 and sells them at a profit of 25%. And the stationer sells those pens at a profit of 25%. How much should a customer pay if he buys only one pen? It means we have to find the selling price of one pen and selling price of 3 pens. So for the first part, first we will write summary of this question. CP of 5 pen is equal to ₹28. Then what is given? Profit percent. Profit percent is equal to 25%. Then first we will find SP of 5 pens. Selling price of 5 pens is equal to 100 plus profit percent or gain percent upon 100 multiplied by C. Formula of selling price 100 plus profit percent upon 100 multiplied by C. So 100 plus how many percent profit? 25%. So 25 upon 100 multiplied by ₹28. So 125 upon 100 multiplied ₹28. So 25 5s are 25 4 are 4 7s are 28 is equal to ₹35. So 35 is the selling price of 5 pens, but we have to find selling price of 1 pen. So first part is SP of 1 pen is equal to rupees, it is coming 35. It is the selling price of 5 pens. So selling price of 1 pen 35 upon 5. So 5 7 35 is equal to ₹7. So a customer paid ₹7 for 1 pen. Therefore, customer pays ₹7 for 1 pen. Second part, selling price of how many pen? 3 pens. So SP of 3 pen. Very simple. Is equal to ₹7 is the selling price of 1 pen. So selling price of 3 pens multiplied by 3. So is equal to ₹21. So customer pays ₹21 for 3 pens. Listen again. CP of 5 pens given, it is 20. Profit percent is given 25%. We have to find out how much amount a customer paid only for 1 pen. It means we will find the selling price of 1 pen. For that, first we will find selling price of 5 pens. It is coming ₹35. So we can find the selling price of 1 pen. It is coming ₹7. Then it means therefore customer pays ₹7 for 1 pen. Then selling price of 3 pens 21. Customer pays ₹21 for 3 pens. So this solution is completed. Then we will start new sum. Now students, second sum, that is a fruit seller sells 4 oranges for ₹3, gaining 50%. So it is the selling price of 4 oranges ₹3, gaining 50%. Find CP of 4 oranges. So selling price of 4 oranges given, then we can find the CP of 4 oranges directly. So CP of 4 oranges is equal to, what is the formula? 100 upon 100 plus profit percent multiplied by selling price is equal to 100 upon 100 plus how many percent profit? 50 multiplied by selling price, that is given rupees 3. So is equal to 100 upon 150 multiplied rupees 3. So 3 1 the 3, 3 5 the 15 and 0. 0 to 0, 5 to the 10 is equal to rupees 2. So cost price of 4 oranges is coming rupees 2. Then second part, cost price of 1 orange. So we can find CP of 1 orange. It is the CP of 4 orange, rupees 2. So CP of 1 orange divided by 4 is equal to rupees, it will come 2 1 the 2, 2 to the 4, then 0.5. It means rupees 0.50. So CP of 1 orange rupees 0.50. Next, selling price of 1 orange. Third part, SP of 1 orange. SP of how many oranges are given? SP of 4 oranges given. So SP of 4 orange rupees 3. SP of 1 orange is equal to upon 4. This 3 upon 4 is the selling price of 1 orange. Then profit made by selling 1 orange. So fourth part, profit on selling 1 orange. Formula of profit, selling price minus cost price. So selling price of 1 orange is rupees 3 upon 4 minus selling price cost price of 1 orange is 0.50, or we can write 1 upon 2 because selling price is also coming in fraction. So we will write this in fraction. It will come 1 upon 2, or we can we can write this rupees 3 upon 4 in decimal also. It will come 0.47 the 28, 4 5 the 20. So selling price of 1 orange rupees 0.75. We can write this also. So profit on selling 1 orange rupees 0.75 minus rupees 0.50. It will come rupees 0.25. So selling profit on selling 1 orange rupees 0.25. Then after this, fifth part, number of oranges need to be bought and sold in order to gain rupees 24. So see, number of oranges sold and purchased to gain rupees 0.25. How many oranges? 1 orange. So number of oranges sold and purchased to gain rupees, how many is given in fifth part? 24. So is equal to 1 upon 0.25. See how number of oranges sold and purchased to gain rupees 0.25, 1. So number of oranges sold and purchased to gain rupees 24. First we will find to gain in rupee 1. So 1 divided by 0.25. So in to gain rupees 24, more oranges needed. For more, multiply by 25. So we will remove this decimal, and how many zero? 2 zero. Because after decimal 2 digits are there. So now we can divide 5 5 is 25, 5 4 is 20, 5 8 is 40, and 0. Once again by 5, 5 9 is 45, and 5 6 is 30. So is equal to 96. So how many oranges sold and purchased to gain rupees 24? 96 oranges. Listen once again. CP of 4 oranges is equal to formula is 100 upon 100 plus profit % multiplied by selling price. So after putting the values, it is coming rupees 2. Then after this CP of 1 orange, so CP of 1 orange is equal to rupees 2 upon 4, because CP of 4 oranges is coming rupees 2. So CP of 1 orange rupees 2 upon 4, it is coming 1 upon 2 or rupees 0.5. Then selling price of 1 orange. So selling price of 4 oranges given rupees 3. So selling price of 1 orange less, for less divide rupees 3 upon 4 is equal to 0.75. Then in next part, profit on selling 1 orange. So SP minus CP, it is coming 0.25. So number of oranges sold and purchased to gain rupees 0.25, 1 orange. So number of oranges sold and purchased to gain rupees 24. So 1 upon 0.25 multiply 24. After solving this, we are getting 96. Now students, fourth sum. The cost price of 20 articles is same as the selling price of 16 articles. Cost price of 20 articles is same as the selling price of 16 articles. Find the gain percent. Nothing is given, only cost price of 20 article is equal to the selling price of 16 articles. This one is given. So we have to find the gain percent. So let the comparison of cost price is given with selling price. So we will let the selling price. So let the selling price of how many articles? 16 articles. Be rupees 80. Now why we let 80, not rupees 100? Because the LCM of 20 and 16 is 80. That's why we are letting rupees 80. Let the selling price of 16 article be rupees 80. Therefore, cost price of 20 articles is equal to rupees 80. Because in question it is given the CP of 20 article and selling price of 16 articles are same or equal. So we have the selling price of 16 articles and cost price of 20 articles. To identify the profit or loss, we must have the CP and SP of same number of articles. So they are not of same number of articles. So we will find the cost price of 16 articles. Cost price of 16 articles is equal to rupees 80 upon 20 multiplied by 16. I hope this calculation I have written is clear to you, because many times I explain you this in class 7. See again, cost price of 16 articles is equal to rupees 80 is the cost price of 20 articles. Cost price of 1 article is less, for less divide it by 20. Now it is the CP of 1 article. So cost price of 16 article more multiplied by 16. So 0 to 0, 2 4 the 8 is equal to rupees 64. So now we have the selling price of 16 article rupees 80 and the cost price of 16 article rupees 64. So we can see here gain. So gain is equal to SP minus CP is equal to rupees 80 minus rupees 64 is equal to rupees 16. Now gain is coming rupees 60. So easily we can find the gain percent. So gain percent is equal to gain upon CP into 100%. So after putting the values, what we are getting? See, so gain is 16 upon CP. We must put the CP of 16 articles. So CP of 16 articles is equal to 64. Multiply 100%. So 16 banda, 16 4 the, and 4 25. 25 banda, 25%. So gain percent is coming 25%.